Hello, my name is Tyler Gandy, and today I'm going to be demonstrating the digital commerce database application. I do believe I changed the repository to digital log. Nonetheless, it is the same application, which will have the same functionality aspects as well. So in order to get this started and get this tested, we do have certain NPM packages that are required to get this going. In order to check these packages, you could easily go to the package.json, and under dependencies, you'll see each of the 4 packages that are required. Since I already have them installed, I would simply do an npm I. Otherwise, you would do npm install each of these separately. There is a way to do it simultaneously, but to avoid confusion, I would recommend to just do it separately. Nonetheless, you have the npms installed. Next, we will have to actually create our database. Should be done right here. I'm going to source that. And it's pretty much it with SQL. Now we want to make sure our database actually has some data to work with. So in the same package.json file, you can see the different scripts and npm commands we can do. So we'll go ahead and do an npm run seed. This can also be done differently. If you wanted to do this right here, this would be the command using the node seeds index.js. Unless we'll do an npm run seed, and this should give us, again, data to play with. And lastly, let's actually start our server so we can test our routes. So you can see there, we're now listening on port 3001. You could jump into Insomnia and see if these are working. You see it. Okay. So now that we have this open in Insomnia, we could go ahead and start testing these routes. You can see we have different groups, categories, tags, and products. I intentionally inputted the wrong route here just to show this one displayed, but let's go ahead and start testing these out. So we can get all categories here, based on the ID as well. Show that it's not hard-coded. Go through a couple of these here, so we know that that is working. Let's actually create some categories. Go ahead and use my first name, since he's such a great guy. This guy is here. I will add him. And my last name. This guy is also pretty good. So now we see we should have 2 new categories. I have Tyler Gandy. Let's make sure these are actually working properly. They are. Okay, but I no longer want to see Gandy here. I'm going to actually change that. So make sure we're on the proper ID. And I'll just input my middle name. If we go to get all categories, or at least this one, we should see Benjamin now displayed. And these are still showing. But you know what, Tyler, as great as he is, we actually don't need a category for this. Let's just get rid of that guy. He's great, but who cares, right? So let's just delete him. Now we get all categories. We should see that Tyler is no longer added. And if we try to check that ID, get this message here, no category found. So we see all of our categories are working properly, so we can go ahead and check that off the list. And let's go into tags. And wrong route. Okay, let's make it right then. And we see all of our tags showing. Different IDs to display here. Let's go ahead and add some tags. You can see I was messing around with random gal. She did not make the list because she was too random. So I'll add myself back. I'd rather just do it with myself. And if there's any gal I'll add as a tag, it'll be someone I know. So known guy. So now we see we have these other tags that were just added. Again, go ahead and get tags. We should see Tyler and known gal has now been added. But even this person, if I don't know her name, why even bother sticking around? So let's get rid of that. We see the ID is 16. Sorry, gal, gotta go. And also, I like to be very organized, but I did forget to add the put tags when I was setting up the structure for this, so I will have to jump all the way up top here to display that. But nonetheless, we'll get to that in a moment. So now we should see that known gal is no longer around, so didn't know her too well. And Tyler, even though you're a great guy, you had a girl in here that you didn't know her name, so we gotta update you, take you out here, man. Gotta take you out. So let me just go back to test 101 for messing up like that. Now when we back to get all tags, we should see that Tyler should now be a test 109, which it is. All of those routes are working. So lastly, it's our product routes. So let's go ahead and test these out. Wrong route. Okay. I gotta stop doing that. So now we see all of our products showing. See our search by ID is working. Let's go ahead and post a product. Go ahead and add this guy, Benjamin. This is my middle name here. But just for purposes of the video, I will change that. And although this number should be a lot higher, or like that, for sake of the video, keep it pretty simple. Just leave it at 1,000. So then we have this product here, Tyler. And we'll just do free, right? Why not? Free. But unfortunately, I don't have anything for free, so we'll just make that 0. So now we have this free product added as well. So we go to get all products. We should see that we have this Tyler product and this free product. Unfortunately, we are out of free, so you can't get anything for free. So might as well delete that, right? See the ID is 13. Now, this is where I'm running into some issues. I can see that I have this internal server error. However, when I go in to get all products, you can see that that ID definitely has been deleted. And if I want to go ahead and update this product with number 12 from Tyler to my last name, I believe I'm having an issue here as well. Just change this to Gandy. You see I'm getting a bad request. However, once again, once I go in and view products, let's see here. Did I go to the right one? Didn't go to the right one. It was the wrong ID. So I've changed that ID, but it's changed 12, the one I intended to change. Again, should show a bad request. However, go to get all products. You'll see that it actually indeed was changed, and works based on the ID as well. So we can see here that although I am getting some internal server errors there, these routes are working properly. And I'm going to go ahead and delete Gandy out of here as well, for not being able to get it working perfectly fine. So Gandy, you gotta go. So we're going to delete this product, make sure I have the right ID. Again, return a server error. That's exactly why you gotta go. We don't want any errors. But again, once I go to get all products, we can see that Gandy is now gone. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and take care.